Greetings everyone. We continue to discuss the Minister's announcement of extending the Zimbabwe exemption permits and the Lesotho exemption permits. You are reading the Minister's Immigration Directive number 4 of 2023. Let me read. Implementation of the decision in respect of granting exemptions to Zimbabwean nationals in terms of section 31(2)(b) of the Immigration Act 13 of 2002. I, Dr. P.M. Twaleti, MP, Minister of Home Affairs, having, with the powers bestowed upon me in terms of section 31(2)(b) of the Immigration Act, decided to extend the validity of the exemption permits issued to Zimbabwean nationals for a further period of 12 months in order to allow the holders thereof to apply for exemption permits provided for in the Immigration Act and to give effect to my decision granting exemptions. Hereby direct that this decision should be implemented as follows. During the 12 months period starting from 29 November 2023 and ending 29 November 2024, 1. No holder of a valid exemption permit may be arrested, ordered to depart, or be detained for purposes of deportation or deported in terms of the section 34 of the Immigration Act for any reason related to him or her not having any valid exemption certificate, that is I in brackets, permit laboristic, outside brackets, in his or her passport. The holder of a valid exemption permit may not be dealt with in terms of section 29, 30 and 32 of the Immigration Act. 2. The holder of a valid exemption permit may be allowed to enter or depart from the Republic in terms of section 9 of the Act, read together with Immigration Regulations 2014, provided that he or she complies with all other requirements for entry into and a departure from the Republic, save for the reason of having an expired exemption permit indicated in his or her passport. And 3. No holder of exemption should be required to produce a valid exemption certificate or permit, b, an authorization letter to remain in the Republic contemplated in section 32(2) of the Immigration Act 13 of 2002 when making an application for exemption permit. 4. Hereby further direct that approximately 78,126 of the Zimbabwe nationals who applied for waivers and 10,427 of the Zimbabwean nationals who applied for other visas provided for in the Immigration Act 13 of 2002, following the decision taken in September 2021, are exempted from applying for new exemption permits pending the outcome of his or her application for a status. That's the end of the Minister's Directive. For further, they are just giving then the telephone numbers for inquiries. What is of interest here is that we need to, there are two distinctions here. The permits or ZEP was extended for 2 years, but there are those that applied for waivers, right? 78,126 and 10,427 who applied for other visas. Theirs, they don't have to apply for new exemption, which will expire on the 29th of November 2025. But for those who did not apply, the ZEP, their ZEP is extended for a 12-month period up to the end of November 2024. So I think we are noting this I know there are a lot of questions that people are asking. With those that have not yet applied for waivers, those that are outside the 78,126 who have not yet applied for waivers. We are still trying to clarify this. We hope we'll be able to clarify, because we do not want to mislead you, because the statement by the minister in this directive make that distinction. It says there are 178,000 holders of ZEP, but out of those, 78,126 applied for waivers and 10,427 applied for other visas. You remember that we were called names by others who were saying, we're misinforming people that they should, when we're saying people should apply for waivers, people were saying no, there is a court case, we are misleading people when we tell them to apply for waivers. Those are part of the people that did not apply for waivers because some were waiting for the court outcome, thinking that applying for waivers, it was a waste of time. But that distinction has been made. And of course, we know that others were still sorting out their documents who did not apply for waivers. So the question that we'll answer in the next video is, should a holder of ZEP who did not apply for a waiver continue to apply for a waiver? We'll clarify that in the next video. Otherwise, please write your comments in the comment section, like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok,